What's up, guys, and welcome to the video. My name is Marcos, and I'm here with David and Jacob, my good friends. What are we talking about today, Jacob?
Well, we're gonna do some predictions for episode 2 of House of the Dragon, big dog. But first, I want to take a victory lap because I almost nailed. I was kidding. I only got one of my predictions right, but a big one that I said was that this first episode would end with her getting sworn in as successor. And that's exactly how it ended, and I nailed it. So big round of applause to me, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was nice knowing you. Get better predictions next time. You know what I mean?
Well,
Just
David was
kidding.
correct on his too. He said somebody was going to get got, and yeah, what's her name? Queen Emma? Yeah,
Yeah, Ama.
Emma. Yeah,
Ama.
she got, so David was correct there.
Yeah, David, how do you feel about your cinematography prediction? Do you think that worked out for you?
Sorry, it was on point. It was pretty good, honestly. 4K resolution, over what is it, aerial shots.
Sure. I think
I think all my predictions throughout this entire season are gonna be good.
yeah, you're right. You went 3 for 3 kind of if you like the soundtrack. Marcos would disagree with you there, but
I didn't say I didn't like the soundtrack. I just said that I thought it would be a little more original. I thought it would have a little more. You know, I didn't hear anything in there that was like, oh my gosh, that is just amazing. Everything was just kind of like, okay, that was cool. Sounded nice. So,
I respect it.
but anyway, so where did the last episode leave us, Jacob? Where did things end?
Exactly where I said they were going to end, which was Princess Rhaenyra being chosen as the successor and everybody swearing fealty to her. So yeah, that's where episode 1 ends, and I feel like that leaves a lot of up for interpretation because I feel like we know exactly what we knew in the trailer right now.
Yeah.
Nothing new. So I mean, go for it, Marcos. Let's hear those predictions, man.
Yeah,
For episode
so
2.
considering where things ended, I think that this next episode we're really going to see kind of how the airship is affecting Rhaenyra, to kind of how her personality is going to change, and also how the demeanor of those that are around her are going to change. I think people are going to start treating her differently. They're going to start kind of playing the Game of Thrones, trying to get a foot in with her. So, and I also think they're going to expand on some of the more side characters. Like I think we're going to see more of Alicent. I think we're going to see more of Otto, and maybe Cornelius, I think is his name, the Valyrian guy.
It's
Corlius, yeah. So I think they'll start to bring out a little bit more of the side characters, and they sent back Daemon to the Eyrie, right? I believe that King Viserys orders him to return. So we might get to see the Eyrie again, see what that is like, or maybe Daemon's just not going to go. He's going to go somewhere else. So
that's yeah, I think he's gonna go do his own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this next episode, if I had to pick a specific thing that's gonna happen, I think we're gonna might have a little bit of a confrontation between Alicent and Rhaenyra about like, hey, you're trying to fuck my dad.
Or who's the baddest one in the show? It's either one, honestly.
No, I don't think
Okay,
so. But yeah, I think we're gonna get a confrontation about that because that's pretty weird. Like, I don't know, a best friend hooking up with your parent just sounds so weird. So we'll see that.
Not in these times.
But or actually, you know what? I take that back. Because I think I remember in the trailer, Rhaenyra is telling somebody that you need to take a new wife. So she might be all for it. Actually.
Because they are friends, I would say right now. Yeah. So we might start
want their friend to date their parent.
We might start to see the seeds of that friendship falling apart. So
actually, I disagree. I think she's gonna approve of the stuff, man, of the hookup. She's gonna help matchmake. What are you doing down there? But yeah, David, what about you? You got one?
Oh,
Prediction.
Oh, predictions. I do think someone's gonna get betrayed next episode probably, or
How?
a sign of betrayal. How?
I feel like the only person that's really up for betrayal is King Viserys right now. Um, obvious.
One of his party members, I feel like, are gonna betray him.
I think that's a safe bet.
Not betray him as in like kill him, but like betray him as in like they're not on his side.
So David, let me shoot you with a question right here. Ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Uh, so if I don't know if you've seen the trailer or if you paid much attention to it, but there's definitely a time jump in this. There's a like I don't know, older and younger versions of every characters, and like, do you
Time
think we're
travel.
gonna? Yeah, exactly. Is it like dark? Which is what Marcus brought up. But no, do you think we're gonna see that next episode?
Like an older version?
Yeah, the time jump. Do you think we're gonna get that?
Uh, possibly. I mean, I don't see why they would like wait. Like, how many episodes are going to be in this season?
10.
10. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll go like back and forth to like each episode.
What about you, Marcos?
Yeah, I think we could see a little bit of a fast forward in this episode. Maybe kind of flashbacks. I don't know how they'll take it. Maybe they'll start in the future and then they'll show flashbacks to when Rhaenyra first became the heir or something. But
So I was really on board that they were gonna do parallel timelines here, like showing us both at the same time. But the first episode being completely in the one timeline has left me a little worried because I hope that they don't just do like first 5 episodes are in the past and then next like last 5 episodes are in the future, because I feel like that's a little less exciting of a way to tell a story. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just like it's linear, and I don't know. I feel like I appreciate the idea of them doing something a little different there. Um, but I don't know. I'm a little hesitant now that they're going to be doing the jumping back and forth.
You know, like that.
Not that I don't like it. It's just I was excited for it. Like if they were going to jump back and forth, like I was really hoping that we would see that. And now I'm kind of like, I don't know if they're going to do that actually.
you have to see
Which
how it's going to be done first or how they'll handle
yeah.
it.
Well, no, I want them to do the jumping back and forth. I am a little hesitant that they're going to do it now because the first episode was completely in one timeline. But I mean, Station 11 did the same thing. I think Station 11's first episode is all one timeline, and then after that, you get like 3 of them after that. So maybe, it can change in the second episode. I feel like if we don't get it the second episode, though, I think it's kind of not going to happen.
I don't know if we'll see, going on what David said, I don't know if we'll see the full betrayal of a character in the next episode. I think we're going to see a little bit of the plotting, like talking behind their back, making alliances behind their back. But I don't think we'll see the fruits of that yet. But I can see it starting in this next episode.
And I like that we don't know what the conflict is yet. Like, yeah, we know that eventually they're
Like the
going to
conflict
fight.
would be jealousy.
Yeah, but like you just think that right now. Like we're one episode in, and it's kind of like,
Damon and Rhaenyra are gonna be enemies.
see, I think the trailer wanted you to think that, but I don't think
I
that.
think they're
No,
going to end
I
up
think that.
together.
I think that because no, because she took his position though. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, but she took his position as queen. So if Daemon marries her,
That is
he can become king, I believe. And also, there's one part of the trailers that I saw where there's like 2 people holding a knife together, and like their blood is like flowing and mixing. And I have a feeling that's a ritual type thing. And we always hear in Game of Thrones, they're always talking about how the Targaryens like would marry each other. But as of right now, I don't think we've seen any couple that is like family. So I think they might be that.
This Viserys and Aemma. I'm
They
pretty
were
sure
brother
they
and
were
sister?
both. I don't know if they're brother and sister, but they're definitely. I think they were both Targaryens because they both had the silver hair.
Well,
So they're from the
maybe.
same family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're from the same family. They looked way too much alike to not be.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we know that they would keep it within the family to keep the bloodlines pure, as they say.
Yeah.
I don't know about the betrayal though. I'm a little hesitant about that.
I know you guys are so against the betrayal. It's
No,
gonna happen
there's
soon.
gonna be a betrayal, but Game of Thrones, I feel like it takes time. Like they plant a seed, and then it
They
takes
take time to kill that wife. I'll tell you that much.
they don't take time with killing people, but with the plotting, it usually doesn't play out super quick. It kind of is like a slow build up. So.
Or the yeah. So I don't know. It's because like
It's not Game of Thrones though. It's House of Dragons.
It is. That is
That's
true.
Different. It's different.
No, it's just because it's like I don't know. I don't know how
Go
to say
ahead.
it.
Bring up George R. R. Martin.
It's just I don't know. I don't know how to say it without like calling back to scenes in Game of Thrones that I don't want you to know about.
I watched everything.
Are
I
there
think
any?
betrayal.
Go for it, Dave. Finish up.
I think betrayal is gonna happen, like most definitely, in these next 2 episodes coming out soon.
In these next 9 episodes,
Before the 5th episode comes out, I feel like betrayal is gonna happen.
Yeah, you just covering your whole base, huh?
What are you talking about?
Well, okay. Hear me
Okay,
out.
what do you actually think is gonna happen the next episode as a
Well,
plot?
that's what I'm saying is I have no idea because actually this might be seen as a negative. Is like episode 1, I do not know any more than I did in the trailer.
That's good though.
It is good. Like I like that.
You don't want the trailer to be showing you everything.
I mean, there's still a little like I'm not saying like episode 1 covered everything in the trailer. I just haven't learned anything new that wasn't in the trailer, other than like why Rhaenyra was picked.
You don't know why she was picked.
I didn't, not in the trailer. Now I do. But yeah, like so. I don't know. Moving forward, it's kind of like anything can happen. I don't know. I have no idea why they're gonna split up.
I think that they obviously set up the whole Damon's gonna be up to something type thing. I think that I don't know what it's gonna be exactly, but pretty sure something's gonna happen there. But in the very beginning, I believe it's in the first council meeting. I don't remember the dialogue because it was kind of dense. But the Valyrian guy, he does introduce some type of conflict that's going on somewhere with I think some type of seafarer people. But we haven't seen that, but I think they were bringing it up already to kind of lead into the other conflicts that are going on in the world.
Let me ask you something, Marcos.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Was the whole him bringing up the dream of a Song of Ice and Fire, was that just a throwaway line? Like, do you think we're ever going to see anything about that ever again moving forward in the show?
I don't think so. I think the way that he introduces it, saying like this is a secret passed down from like Targaryen king to Targaryen king, I think it was more like, hey, now that you're heir, this is like the information that you need to know. Did they need to do it that information though? I feel like that's a little cheap. Is like that is the information. I think I read a comment somewhere that was like kind of like some of the book readers were kind of like, why do they need to put that in there? So yeah, I could see where you're coming from. Is like I understand the whole like secret information that only the Targaryen king can know, and I guess it falls in line like they would pass down the story of a dream that like their leader had to the leaders after him. But it's just kind of a little convenient that it happens to be the whole entire story of Game of Thrones. So
I don't like that because it was a big scene, and then so like I know that's not going to get talked about. That's like my biggest complaint of last episode is, all right, you made your references, now stop. Like
unless they start introducing like things going on up north, then I mean I don't really know how they can possibly connect that to anything really.
Now there might be a possibility that these aren't the only characters in the show.
Well, they've assured us that it's just about this family.
There could be another continent with another group of people.
I mean, there might.
Just like Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Well, there is like
There might.
Dorne. I don't know what happened to old Valyria because they always
That's
talk about how
gone.
so that's gone, but there's Dorne and they introduce some characters from there. So
Well, new characters have to come in because they kicked Damon out.
oh
Oh,
no,
Damon's gonna
Damon's
stay
not
around.
gone. He's just gonna be in a different place.
Exactly. So he's gonna meet
Yeah,
people.
see, that's true. That is true. Unless he just comes right back the next episode.
No. Well, we see
Uh,
that standoff in the trailer where they're at Dragonstone and Damon's holding an egg. And I have noticed that they have shown that egg several times in the trailers and some of the promo material.
Must be an
So,
Easter egg.
you know what would be sick? What if it's an egg of Balerion the Black Dread?
no, he's already gone. That's the big old skull, I'm pretty sure.
Well, we don't know anything about how long a dragon egg takes to hatch or how long it
No.
could be like dormant.
I think the Black Dread is the giant skull that we see.
No, yeah, it is. But what if he had an egg?
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Like an offspring.
That would
of him.
cause drama, dude. That thing is like that. I can see them being like, "Oh shoot, we need to take that egg from him because that's not good." If he's trying to hatch it, and even in the trailers, they show him finding the egg in a cave. They show him holding the egg on the standoff on the bridge, and they also show the egg inside of like a heater type thing. So that might be a big plot point.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that is true. He does hold the egg in the trailer. I don't know when that's going to come up. That seems like later. I feel like that seems like a later conflict going on. But I think it would be kind of weird if the whole central conflict is the
An egg.
Yeah, I'd feel like a little like I don't know how I feel about that. Just thinking about it. But okay, so David, you weren't here last time, but Marcos talked about like ritual bondings and like all this like kind of magic type stuff going on. I don't think we're gonna see magic in this show. I think that's kind of done.
I disagree.
It looks too. I don't know. It's iffy.
It looked
It looks too like medieval.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is medieval, like it's pretty grounded, but the first scene in Game of Thrones has White Walkers, and you're like, oh, okay, well, weird stuff's going on here at least. Like we haven't gotten any of that in this show.
So far in this, it's just civilization.
Yeah. Oh, actually, David brought up something every time in the show. Those stupid little balls on the small council table.
Yeah, what are those little balls on the table?
What were they?
I think it's just something that, like, when they're in a meeting, whoever holds that seat has that, and they like put it down to say like they're in attendance. That's what I got at least, because every time they sat down, it seemed like they put it down.
So I just ordered ours. We'll be getting them soon.
Yeah, when we record the podcast.
Yeah. Put them down on the table.
So wait up. Let me add something. I think we're gonna get some type of magic, but it's gonna be similar to other Game of Thrones magic, where it's not like super heavy-handed. And I think it's gonna be something around the dragons and like the dragon egg. Because even King Viserys brings up, he's like, the dragons were something.
Are dragons considered magic?
I believe the way they came into the world was through sorcery.
They have to be magic though, because they breathe fire.
I don't know about that. But they did come into the world through sorcery. And then King Viserys even says, like, they were a power that we never should have trifled with. So I think like, there's going to be something there.
The entire time of Game of Thrones, we don't see any magic. I mean, other than their dragons, which is already like a magical being. Yeah. But, like, we don't see anything crazy.
Yeah, I see just the dragon's existence, them hatching the eggs, like all that's going to be the scope of the magic type thing.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything new that we didn't get in Game of Thrones. I don't think so. I think this is going to be. Well, I don't think we're going to get a scene where like that girl has the shadow baby. I don't think we're going to get anything like that. Mm-hmm. And then I think this is going to be very more focused on political. Just from the first episode, what I can get from the first episode is this is a very heavy on the political, like, affiliations and stuff like that. Yeah. Whereas I'm telling you, in Game of Thrones, you get like 2 scenes that are like very like, okay, that's kind of spooky. Like, what's going on here?
I do like that the trailers basically are everything we saw already. Like there's some
No,
shots. No, there's some
no,
shots,
not
but
at
you
all.
can't conclude anything from those shots. They're action shots, they're shots of locations, but we know nothing story wise anymore. Like
It's just I don't know if it's just me, but I hate because like even if the trailer doesn't give away the plot, it's like, oh cool, like this guy's in a fight. It's like, well, I've seen him in another scene, so like I'm not worried. You know what I mean? Like I
mhm.
hate that. Uh, so sometimes I wish I didn't watch the trailer because like
I've
immediately
you
never
just
watched the trailer.
you're a trailer hater, Jacob.
it's because like I mean think about like what that does for the first episode. Like you immediately know that that kid is not gonna get born or
Mhm.
something's gonna happen to
You
him
got all
because
that from the trailer?
yeah, because like it's all like the trailer shows her being chosen as successor.
I also knew that the kid wasn't going to be boring because it takes, what, 18 years till he's actually an adult?
Yeah, so what are they gonna do? Like
Yeah, they're going to like have him as a baby for
a
like the
baby
longest
actor?
time.
Well,
Yeah.
they made Toman king, and he was in the books. He was like 6.
Well, in the
So
books, everybody was really young.
yeah,
But they did age him up.
for legal reasons.
Yeah, but I mean, he was already like 10 in the show, so
Yeah.
that's not that crazy of a jump.
Viserys looks somewhat like he doesn't seem like he's gonna drop dead in 6 months, but he
I
is
think he
sick
has
though.
grayscale.
Remember,
Oh,
he
that's my
is sick.
prediction. My prediction, another one. He's gonna die of grayscale. I think that's what he has. I'm pretty sure that's what he has. I'll rewatch the episode, but I think that's what it looked like.
He's going to die and Rhaenyra is going to take over.
I think when he dies is when everything's gonna be
When he
like
dies is when Damon's going to plan his attack.
I don't think it's gonna be Damon, but I think that is what's gonna happen. I think he dies, and it's like they call it in Game of Thrones the feast for crows, and everybody's gonna try to
The
be like
hair for
taking
one
over
day.
I
the
don't
air for a day.
I don't think Rhaenyra can become queen though, or like rule the Iron Throne. Because don't they always say in Game of Thrones like a woman has never sat the Iron Throne?
She's never, but
So I don't think she ever will, but we'll see how
I
far
don't.
she gets.
but does
I
an
don't.
inheritance go to the daughter or
I
the
don't.
most
I
closest
don't.
spouse?
I don't remember Game of Thrones saying that or not saying that, so I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure she become like at least the trailers make it seem like she becomes queen.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's all I got for my predictions. I think now I'm just speculating about the show as a whole. So,
Yeah, I'm chilling.
yeah. What about you guys?
How
Anything?
many seasons are there?
I don't know.
They want 3 to 4, I think. So somewhat shorter.
I will say this. I think we're gonna get. Oh, yeah. I think we're gonna get more sex scenes. A lot more.
Well,
Whoever said that they dialed back on that was a liar.
Yeah, I looked
Uh,
at Jacob and I was like, I thought they cut this out. I didn't know this
Nah,
was supposed to be in the show.
they can't, man. It's part of its bread and butter.
well, all right. You want to close this out?
I will like to make a bet. Not a bet, but is there gonna be another death
Oh
next
yeah.
episode?
Oh, and I don't know about next episode, but there's gonna be a lot of death.
Jacob, do you think there's gonna be a death next episode?
Nah, no.
I think there is.
You think so?
I don't
Who?
know who, but
It can't be
I
like
don't know
someone
who,
not
but someone's
important.
gonna die. No,
It
there's
can't be
gonna.
someone not important though. Like if it's like some guy I don't know his name and he dies, I don't care.
That counts as a death, though. Someone's gonna die.
I wouldn't. I'm not calling it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Viserys dies next episode.
No, he's not gonna die.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
I-
surprised either.
He
But
has too much like popularity right now.
No, they don't care. Yeah.
You really think they would let him die?
Oh,
that
yeah.
fast?
I don't know. Just watch season 1 of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. You go watch the show today. All right. Well,
Yeah.
you want to close this out?
David, take it away, big
Go
dog.
ahead, Jacob.
No, I like the way you do it.
The Scoop Troop podcast. Co-host Jacob, Marcos, or co-host David and Jacob. Marcos is the host. This was our predictions for episode 2. season 1, and let's see if they're true or not.
Yes, sir. Oh, also, hopefully we'll be live Sunday after the episode if you made it this far. I feel like we got to start saying that at the beginning and stuff, like when
We'll
we're
be
going to
live
be up.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, for the podcast.
Yeah. I feel like we got to start saying that in the beginning.
Every Sunday we're gonna have a podcast, so tune in.
And remember, guys, like, subscribe, comment. We like to talk about this show a lot, so we'd appreciate it if you guys would comment so we could continue the discussion. All right. See ya.